Well, good evening. How are you? My name's Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. Hypnoacuity quiets the mind where therapy aggravates the subconscious and you get nervous about what's going on. So that's why the hypnoacuity. But tonight I want to talk about rise to your individuality. Something that I awakened to this weekend was we anyway, for me, we've never been showed a way to discover our our individuality. We've been shown how to follow people. We've been shown how to do this. We've been shown how to imitate people. We've never been showed a way to discover our individuality. Because whenever we uh, follow somebody or imitate them, we're following them, and we're stuck. We're within their limitations, knowledge, and everything. And that's something I really understand about the programming of the school system and the manipulation of society is they'll never allow us to expand of our individuality because our individuality is our imagination, inspiration, our talents, our innovation, creativity, any word. And all that will never be in a book, a program, or anything. It will always be inside you. And that's the thing about individuality. It's the internal nerve, Donnie, internal visionary imagination naturally expanding through life. It's about trusting your talents is what individuality is. And it's not authenticity, it's individuality. It's your internal network of dreamers, intuition, visionary imagination. It's about the things that make you unique. And authenticity is about being who you are. This is about being the individuality within yourself is really being honoring who you are with your wisdom, insight. And it's about unleashing your own innovative values and wisdom. It's never about something else. See, we've been taught since we were born to do what somebody else does. And that was me. Anybody in the school system, we always did what the teacher wanted or we did what somebody else wanted. We never, ever rose to the occasion of who we are and what we could do because it would never allow us to move forward. And see, when we was in school, we had to answer everything inside the teacher's way. And we never got to really step up and have a conversation about our way. Anyway, that's the way it was when I went to school. And we never really ever got to move forward in life because we always had to try to be perfect. And I grew up in a family that wanted everything perfect. And that really was a stymieing thing now that I look back on it. It was great, but when you had to worry about making sure everything was perfect because it was going to get nitpicked, it took away your individuality and your authenticity because you're more worried and thinking about what they were going to say than what you were going to do. That's where the individuality is. It's all right to let people have their criticism and their ridicule, but your individuality is your intrepid nerve to go through life. And we really get caught up in trying to be perfect for other people. I know I have, still do. I really am more unaware of it because I really don't care what other people think. And something that I rose to, you got to get that arrogant smirk out of people. What that is when you tell them something that's beyond their comfort zone, they kind of give you this and then they try to one-up you. That's called the smirk of a jerk, because you rose above them and they have no clue on how to rise to where you're at. It's like we was having a conversation at class this week, and one lady says she was crazy. Somebody said something about crazy. I says, being weird and crazy is okay because the rest of the world's trying to catch you. We're too caught up in the manipulation of education and trying to be perfect and looking good in other people's eyes. And even that goes all the way to the top. of this, and I've been in the sovereign expansion now since 1997. And something that I really awakened to is when you imitate somebody, you're actually living within their limitations, because whatever you put on paper is your knowledge and your limitations all at once, because zero people know what your individuality is and how to get you there and to expand yourself forward. But it's really about rising out of your current way of life. And first thing you want to do is throw away all of societized definitions of life. Institutionalized, educated definitions, they call success, what you call success. Here's the thing, we always get all caught up in the material chattels of the world, the money and all this. Money can come and go, but wisdom, innovation, talent is there forever. That's your gold mine to magically imagine now every day to expand through life. Your wisdom is your gold mine. And the rest of the world is just a tour guide. And that's all your everyday life is a tour guide. It's going to tour you to wherever it is where your spirit or your highest outcome is waiting for you. All the adversity you face is just an awakening. Life is wanting us to wake up and get rid of the enslaved mindset of history and business and all that. And if you look at business and the way it is conducted today, there's a lot of similarities all the way back to the beginning of time. That's because that's our subconscious mind representation from the beginning of time. Today's the day we awaken to understand wisdom rises the people as greedy, seedy neediness takes it away from people. And that's something to really understand. And you can never experience your individuality through greed, need, and seediness. It's about being, your individuality is honoring your sovereignty, love, and spirit. That's all equal. Everybody's spirit, sovereignty, and love is equal. Anything that puts think and know in that makes it a material chattel. And then it's going to rattle your cage. When somebody tells you to do something through love and think about it and know about it, that ain't happening. Love is a free-flowing energy. So is sovereignty and spirit. But our spirit is it's like having a velvet hammer in you. It's subtle with strength. And it's a most empowering thing we have within us. That's our individuality, is our sovereignty, love, and spirit. And with the innovation, inspiration. And really, inspiration is your in spirit expressing to you what to do. And that's where we really stop and get caught up, is we're wanting to know our way before we listen and expand to it. And that was my challenge in life. I always wanted to start at the end rather than go through the voyage of visionary optimism. And that's basically what we're doing here in life, is going through the visionary optimism. You know, when you're open to being the optimistic observer, the eavesdropper of your daily life and the universe and all the hidden wisdom and innovation, insight in the world, and then to listen and witness the life-expanding experiences of your day, you'll rise to your individuality. But we've never been showed individuality. That's our inner self being expressed to the world. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. Hypnoacuity is wisdom energizing fun, unleashing sovereign expansion, politically incorrect inspiration, and cowboy wisdom. It's to show you a better way through life. My email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. My website is mycowboywisdom.com, and my phone number is 702-755-9410. And I do give a 1-hour free consultation. You can sign up on my website. Thank you and good night.